Hello!
Where are we, Rocky?
This is not Kansas anymore.
I mean, it was never Kansas. We've changed.
Yes, we are in the headquarters, in the heart, in the dungeons of Madrid and Aracat. Welcome.
Deep in the entrañas. Deep in the entrails.
Yes.
Welcome to phase 2.
I have like a shining on my head.
And you look like you're really tall and I'm really short, which is ironic because you're short and I'm tall.
I'm not that short.
But I am taller. I think you've got a better... Are you higher up?
No, but how tall are you?
5'11"?
5'11". Is that the stones, fingers,
100
doves,
100
pigeons?
181, 82
181
centimeters.
Oh, Jesus! Sorry.
How tall are you?
178.
You're a midget. No, I'm just Really?
Yeah, 78.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you're taller than I thought. You just seem
178.
You just seem so small in my eyes. Welcome to phase 2. What does phase 2 mean, Rocky?
Phase 2 means we are not live, we are dead.
So you might notice you're watching us now, but we're not live. So this is exactly the same thing. We're going to be doing the exact same content. The only thing is on the side, you won't see the little live chat thing. There's a couple of reasons for this. First of all, we want our life back. This tiny little midget wants his life. We noticed that as Spain's been opening up, people are going out more, and we want to go out more. We want to have some of our days back.
I'm not happy with this shot.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
It's a shame this is not live, because it's going to look like this forever. So, we're going to still do our tastings, but we wanted to... What are you doing? Just to sit like a little child.
I'm trying to escape from that flare on my boldness.
It's better for me. I'm like hiding in the darkness. So yeah, we wanted to, on a selfish note, we wanted to have some more time to ourselves because we were working sometimes every Monday, every Wednesday. We do tastings every Thursday. I think April was the craziest month we ever did. So we want to sort of take some of the okay, you carry on, of the stress off ourselves. Also, we notice a lot of people who buy the box, because they can go out in Madrid where we are, they will just, we watch the tasting on a Friday or watch it on a Saturday. So as nice as it was to have Roque's sister and my mum and dad to say hello sometimes, we thought we will just continue with the content and we'll still upload it with a schedule, so don't worry about that. If you want to still watch it, you can leave comments and we will respond to the comments.
Yes.
This is a really good opportunity if you have questions. But we're just going to have some of our life back and do it when we want to do it.
You want your life back for what?
I don't have much of a life, yeah. But I do enjoy...
Because your life is very sad, right? Explain to our friends.
My life is very sad. There was 1 week where we had Monday, tasting here. No, Saturday, the trip to the bodega. Sunday, I was out all day, but I was so tired from the bodega. Then Monday, here. Tuesday, wine club. Wednesday, here. Thursday, inside the bottle. And by Friday, I was like... So, and also, from a health point of view, very bad month, April. Just every day, like, wine. So, we are going to just take the foot off the pedal from us. But as far as you guys are concerned, everything is the same, except just not indirect.
Before we start with this wine, what was the purpose or the main aim in the May box?
So our May box, we don't always have, as if we're that clever, we don't always have a theme. But this one we were playing around and it was kind of, I called it the Big Juicy Beast box. Ooh. So
that's how I'm
you're known as the Big Juicy Beast.
In the night of Madrid.
Hola, Big Juicy Beast. You're like, hola, chicos. So not all of the wines are very alcoholic, but some of them are very alcoholic. So we have a white wine that's 15%. We have a red wine that is 16%. So it's quite a big alcohol box, but all of the wines are really juicy. And I don't know, we were just trying these wines and we thought, that'd be good. And it came to this conclusion of like, this is a nice big juicy box.
Yeah.
But this is only 12%. It's not alcoholic always, but very juicy.
Which regions are we going to discover? Ribera de Guadiana is new in the...
Yeah, so we've got a couple of classics. So today we're having a spin on a classic. We've got Toro, but that's a really interesting thematic tasting we have there. We have a wine which is just from the depths of Castilla y León, no regulations there. That's the big juicy white wine. We've got Vino de la Tierra de Castilla y León. We've got the depths of Extremadura. So we've got some interesting regions as well, some new regions. Not too many new grapes, but very distinct wines.
Yeah.
Specifically, the high alcohol white wine is like nothing I've ever had in Spain. Just like, what? So juicy. This is a really fascinating spin, you know.
May is always a month for a month.
It is always a month. That is it.
It's a month for celebration. It's the most remarkable arrival month for summer, and it's always in Madrid. Is your birthday?
Best month.
How old are you gonna be this month?
I don't want to think about it.
I know, because you are 10 years younger than me, and I know. I cannot forget it.
But I'm not 46. 34.
I'm not 46.
34.
34.
And I've accomplished nothing.
And also, it's for Madrid is a very important month because it's a celebration month here. The 2nd of May is the official day of the community of Madrid.
My favorite.
But also the 15th of May is the day of the San Isidro, the saint patron of Madrid. So it's always a month for celebration. So it was the right month to have a sparkling wine.
We should probably also note, obviously, this might not age well, but in theory, in a week, if things go well, hopefully Spain will be lifting certain regulations. So hopefully more of you can come here. And also, that's another reason we have more time to live after the evening. So when we finish at 9, we want to go out.
Yeah.
And
we soon will start with our pro-COVID tastings.
Pro-COVID? But if you want to come in, you have to lick each other.
Mouth.
Right, what are we drinking, for goodness sake?
Okay, today we have a sparkling wine, which is absolutely interesting. Wherever you look at this sparkling wine, it is interesting.
Anyway, we're sitting on thrones.
What are you doing?
Opening the wine.
Okay, wait.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm thirsty.
First of all, we are going to have a sparkling wine from Spain, which are not cava. That is already important. But it's even more important if I tell you this sparkling wine is Rioja Dio, not Cava Dio. Rioja Dio. Yes. I know, it's confusing. Sit down. Open your bottle of cava.
Can I open ours?
Open a bottle of Rioja. And let's talk about this wine.
Now?
Please.
After that ridiculous delay.
Remember, must sound like a... Here.
Move your head.
It must sound like the fart of a nun.
Okay. This is a good one. A bit too bubbly. She had a curry.
These are the kinds of nuns I don't trust.
Yeah. Have you been having tandoori chickens, Sister Dolores?
So, wait a second, Luke Daraka.
Oh no, I understand. You're amazing, hilarious. Go on, go for it.
This is white.
But you said it was made with...
But you said this is made with red grapes. What's happening here? I want my money back.
First of all, never going to happen. This today is what we call a Blanc de Noir.
Oh, a white of black?
A white of blacks.
That sounds racist.
It is. No. Well, before all this, cheers to May. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I love those noises.
Yeah, you can tell the time because you love bubbles. Right. Remember, we're not changing this. Homework
Yes,
time.
you're not free of your homework. So, wine. Lumen Reserva Brut.
Yeah, this is the Lumen Reserva Brut.
Vintage?
2017. So it's not a cuvée, it's a vintage sparkling wine, which is cool.
Grapes.
Garnacha Tinta, the red Grenache. Red Garnacha. 100%.
Garnacha tinta. But what's going on? I'm confused.
We'll tell them later. He's so excited.
Okay. Alcohol content. 12%, which is nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's too low.
but sparkling wines are always lower.
Yeah? Are you talking to me?
Never do that again. Ever. Thank you very much, sir. Please and thank you. Next.
Producer.
Right, it's on the front. Bodegas Bilbaínas. More
From
on,
Bilbao.
Yes. But yes. More on that later. It's a very interesting story.
And region Rioja Dio. The classic and astonishing. Rioja.
Right. Let's have a taste officially.
Okay, I was thinking we are doing the unofficial tasting.
Yeah. Is it just me, or can you see a little bit of maybe peachy pink there? Or is that just me? Am I thinking I'm seeing it? Or maybe it's because, I think it's because underground it's brown here. I think because everything's brown,
Yeah.
I think I can see brown.
You are brown.
I mean, I'm really not. I'm famously white. I'm not a white of blacks.
Do you have freckles?
Don't continue that sentence. So, the fizz, and of course we're in big glasses here, but it's quite a fine bubble. I don't know if you can see the bubbles there.
Well, the color obviously is not absolutely. I mean, it's straw color, and probably has that peach.
We should also mention
Touch.
it is a Reserva, this one, so it's had 15 months of aging at least. So it will have a light, slightly darker colour comparatively. Maybe if this was a young Blanc de Noir, it'd be lighter, but yeah.
About the aromas, what do you think?
What surprised me about this one, which is why we say juicy, is when I saw... Yes.
Okay, go.
When I saw the word Reserva, I presumed it was going to smell like every cava I've ever had, which is lots of brioche, sort of toasty notes, which I do like. But what I thought was interesting, there's a little bit of spiciness, which is wonderfully fruity.
Yeah. What I get is here a lot of citrusy aromas, like the flower of the tree, the white flower, how do you call it? Azar, the orange flower.
Blossom.
Orange blossom. I get orange blossom here.
It is very floral.
It's not too much brioche.
No, not
aromas.
really.
But we have here traditional method, so we have that second fermentation.
There is a little bit of spiciness there, but it's not. It's only
Yeah.
15 months.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
We're not talking like a Grand Reserva
Did that?
cava or something.
There is something like
I'm
black
getting-
pepper at the background.
I don't know why. I'm smelling a little. I personally am smelling a bit of kiwi.
That is arrogant and pretentiousness.
No, it's a fruit.
Oh, it smells kiwi. And tennis balls as well.
No, I said kiwi. You said I said tennis balls.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of marker pen.
Marker pen. Yeah.
Right, shut up and have a drink. It's nice. It's brut, so it's not too dry. It's got a nice juiciness to it again. I know.
That's. You like it?
It's mouth-watering.
I chose it! I found it!
Good. Good for you. I will never drink this again because bubbles. I'm already feeling I need to start burping.
It is super disgusting.
really annoying.
When Luke Darracut has sparkling wines, he starts burping like a frog.
No, I don't. I go like that. It's like a monkey. The problem is, I like the wines. I just can't drink them.
So interesting topics here.
Already, I haven't finished this.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, mother of Christ. Pairing.
Well, Pairing this wine is so easy. Anything would pair with this wine. Anything. Anything.
Yeah. It's not as complex as like a Gran Reserva.
Come
Cava.
here. Come to the mic.
I don't want to. But yeah, this will go without it. But it is very juicy. So I don't know. Like when I have a sparkling wine which is more toasty or brioche and stuff, I think it can go with more things. This one, I would use this more like a white wine.
I can use it as even for breakfast.
Oh yeah. Sparkling wine is the only permitted breakfast wine.
Yeah.
Champagne oysters.
But this one is especially good for that because it's not too aggressive.
Yeah, it's clean and fresh.
Exactly.
This would go really well with sushi. Really well with Asian food as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it would go really well with migas murcianas. Sorry.
Yes.
Well, it would go quite nicely with an arroz as well.
Yes.
But like you said, this will basically go with anything. Sparkling wine.
Tell to our audience how was the rice I cooked the other day for you.
It was.
Explain to them.
It was absolutely disgusting. No, it was one of the best rices I've ever had. Let me show the photo.
Actually, I was very proud, and it was a lucky day. The rice was really good.
Look at that. It's professional.
Yeah.
It was absolutely astonishing. It was so creamy, and this is my plate. Oh, let's look at that. Oh.
With alioli as well. Oh.
That was a hell of a day.
Actually, I was like, well, this wine would pair perfectly with one of those.
That was how much we drank. That was just the reds to try.
So this wine would be perfect for this pairing.
I think basically the thing to remember with
but it's a really four wheels wine.
The thing to remember always with sparkling wine is you have two things: bubbles and acidity. And both of those will help clean your palate. So it can kind of, if you give me a steak, I don't want this. It won't be terrible, but I don't want that with a steak. But apart from like heavy meat dishes, do what you want.
Well, back to Sans.
You would have that with a steak.
No.
Come on, man.
But I could.
You would drink this
With
on the toilet. You would love it.
Yes.
Plop. Love it. Too much. Plop. There's a wine called Plop.
Temperature. Cold.
These guys give you any pointers? Sometimes
8 to 10. 8 to 10 would be my preference.
No, you don't.
And the price around 15 euros.
Very good value.
Yes. So be happy you're drinking this wine for just such a little money you paid.
Strange man. I beat you on the first glass.
Oh yes, it's true.
So yes, now. Screw you. Where should we begin with? The winery.
I want to talk about some topics here. It is important. This is one of our best chances to talk about what brut means. Brut is about the amount of sugar.
I'm a brute.
It's about the amount of sugar in your wine. Do you remember more or less the extra brut?
I can't really remember. I always forget.
We of course we don't remember exactly the amount of.
So basically the driest like dry wine is extra. Sorry, it's brut nature or brut nature. Then it's extra brut. Then it's brut, which I actually ultimamente was that. Lately, I prefer that because it's a bit smoother. Then you have these two things of dry and semi-dry, which are sweet, so don't get confused. And then you have sweet. Although I've never seen dulce really in Spain.
No.
Brut and brut nature are the main ones you'll see. And with brut there is a tiny, I think, I might be very wrong, but I think it's like 1 gram per 1,000 centiliters, like 1 per liter less. So you won't.
Per million of people.
You won't really taste any sweetness, but it tends to be a bit less dry, if that makes sense. So I really like brut nowadays. But it's just brut is like the least.
Oh, it's very
dry of the dry stuff.
gentle, easy to drink wines. Brut.
I find some of the extra. Brut,
although the most demanded in the shop is the brut nature.
Yeah.
I don't know for which reason it's so popular.
It's the French stuff. It's the most kind of elegant. I think it's considered the best. But I don't know. I don't mind. I mean, like I said, there's no sugar here. You can't taste sweetness, but there's a tiny, tiny amount of residual sugar. Not residual sugar. That's completely fake. Added sugar. When they. Well, we should probably explain how to make a sparkling wine, actually.
Yeah.
And that'll help. Do you want to do this?
Start and I continue.
So when we do sherry, you'll talk about how to make sherry. Is that how we do this?
No. Okay. Do you want me to start?
If you want.
Fine. Okay, this
Your
this
favourite
wine,
wine,
as you can read in the label,
here
is made with
Carry on.
método tradicional. So método tradicional means it has two fermentations. One is the one you need for making the original wine, and there is a second fermentation made in the bottle with extra yeast that has been added. So for sometimes for feeding that second yeast, you need to add extra sugar to it. But if the grapes are sugary, is that correct?
Very good.
Enough, you don't need to add extra sugar. But anyway, you need to provoke a second fermentation in the bottle. Though that fermentation is the one that provokes or generates the bubbles, the CO2 that is trapped in the bottle. the fermentation, the farts
farts.
of the yeast. So this is the process. We have explained it a couple of times in previous tastings as the Camí del Chops or Gramona.
Yeah.
We have been talking about this second fermentation process. Well, in Camí del Chops, it was not a traditional method tradicional, it was an ancestral method, but we explain in that tasting this method as well. So sometimes in the last minute, before they close the bottle with this cork forever, sometimes they add extra sugar for leveling the amount of sugar. I don't know if they add sugar to this one. I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe they did. I mean, probably they did, because by definition it has to ferment to dry. But like when you see a semi-secco or a secco or
For sure they have some sugar has been added.
it's like a rectified grape must. It's like a grape syrup kind of weird thing. But yeah, so it's the final where you can decide how sweet you want it to be.
Have I avoided to talk about sherry wine next time you?
Yeah, next time I'll do sherry.
Okay.
You can have your sleep. Wake me up when you finish talking about Pedro Jimenez. Which we haven't actually done sherry yet. We haven't. We've done PX, which is not really sherry, really, in that sense.
No, we had
And we've done Fino,
Electrico.
But that wasn't sherry, that was Montilla Moriles. We are going to have a palo cortado, or I will kill myself. Anyway, and then it just become Madrid and space on the show.
What about if I buy for you this Japanese magazine, porn magazine you were looking for? You will forget that idea.
Hentai.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's sherry? Oh, Matsumoto-san. You have a lot of tentacles. Anyway.
Tentacles.
Never Google these things. So the question is then, what the hell is happening with this? What the hell is a Blanc de Noir? What's going on with this? It's madness. So
you're drinking wine made with red grapes,
which
but
we all know.
is whiter than look. What's going on? The thing is, the skins of the grapes have not been used in the fermentation process. So the skins has not inked the final wine.
Yeah, so even though it sounds very fancy, a Blanc de Noir, it's, like Roger said, it's pretty simple. You just take the juice out of the grapes and then leave the skins. So, you know, the famous ones are the champagnes with Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. And this one is Garnacha, so it's the same thing. You're just using the juice inside the red skins, but it is still a red grape. So sometimes on these Blanc de Noirs, you can actually perceive sometimes sort of strawberry, raspberry aromas. I don't know if I do on this one, maybe as much, but that is all the Blanc de Noir is. So it's Blanc de Blanc is a white wine made with white grapes, and a Blanc de Noir is a white wine made with red grapes. Simples. So yeah.
So now it's your turn.
Right, the bodega. I found some cool photos. I don't know which one you want to start with, but this is. Let's start with the classic. Bodegas Bilbaínas. Now,
Wait. I can read there, Viña Pomal.
Yeah, you might notice, some of you keen-eyed alcoholics, you might notice a little word, Viña Pomal. So this winery, the story starts in 1859. It was the Savignon Frères Encier. These people, they came to the town of Arro from France. And this was after phylloxera kind of hit France really hard, and a lot of people were flooding down to this little village called Arro, which is this little place here. That's a very... that photo is a very, very flattering photo of a town which, even though I love it, and even though Arro is one of my favourite places, it's not the most beautiful town. But they came to France in the wake of phylloxera, and in this area of Arro, they set up their winery. But they're kind of done and dusted, they're gone now. In 1901, a group of Bilbao businessmen...
tricky Bilbainans.
Well, I'll talk about this in about 10 minutes, but it's nice to see it now.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. They created Bodegas Bilbaínas. This is a cool photo. This is the one I wanted. Isn't that pretty? All of our little...
They are not watching anything.
Oh yeah, I can see it. They can't. It's a really cool photo. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. And they set up Bodegas Bilbaína. These are all of our Lumen bottles we're seeing here.
Is that your grandmother?
That's my mother, I think. In 1901. So in the bodegas from 1901, Viña Pomal was a concept created by Don Santiago de Ugarte, who is one of the co-founders of Bodegas Bilbaínas. So this became the main brand. So of this winery, which is Bodegas Bilbaínas, Viña Pomal is their main wine. In the same way you have López de Heredia, and their main brand is
Heredia.
I always say Heredia, and their main brand is Viña Tondonia, for example. What is also cool, Viña Pomal became the wine of the Spanish royal family in 1925. Now there is some really cheap Viña Pomal. It's a bit like Ramon Bilbao. There are some cheap ones.
I didn't know that.
But some of the top wines are astonishing. Now, Lumen. So that photo you saw, the black and white one, very, very pretty. This wine was initially created in 1913 in honour of the town of Arro. Now, I will talk a little bit more about Arro and what they call the Barrio de la Estación a bit later, maybe after we talk about Rioja, or not, maybe I'll talk about it now, either way. But Lumen comes from light, and there's a reason for that, because Arro was the first town, as well as Jerez, to get electric street lights in Spain. So that's why they call this Lumen. Quick, swap. But this is basically, it's a brand which it was gone, and they've brought it back. So we're drinking this sort of return to a historical brand, which is really cool. So first in 1913, and now in 2017. So this was not on the market. This is quite new, really. And yeah, so basically, Bilbaínas is one of the classic mythical Rioja bodegas in the town of Arro. The question is, someone's drilling in the wall. The question is, shall I continue talking now about the station neighborhood, or do you want
Yes. Go ahead. Don't stop.
Okay.
Oh, please, no stop.
So Roque has a lovely photo of the Barrio de la Estación. This is one of my favourite places in Spain. One of my favourite places in the wine world. This is a better photo. Oh, it's so pretty. You're staring at the right-hand part of those buildings with a little tower. That's the famous Muga, for example. You know that one. Are you right?
I cannot forget that sparkling wine I drank from Muga. Also, Rioja Dio.
Yeah, you should get that one day. Now, leave that photo there for a moment, because I want to just point people's attentions to various things. This is what we call the Barrio de la Estación. those very, very smart people might be able to see a train line in the middle of that. So, in the second half of the 19th century, these train tracks were put in place here, and this connected Aro with France. There was like I said, there's a lot of French people coming there to set up wineries, to start making wine in what is called here the Barrio de la Estación, the neighborhood of the station, because this one here kind of shoots directly north, basically towards France. Now, there are no... Oh, very good. We're very big in that photo, aren't we? That's very good. So if you see, hang on, here...
Where, look?
There are vineyards.
Okay. There. Point.
Why? No, I'm now on the... Yeah, there. There's Muga. There's vineyards. So, now there's no real remainders of any French wineries anymore. The Spanish ended up taking over. So in this neighborhood, if you are a wine lover, or you think, I want to come to Spain and do wine tourism, this has to be where you first go, because in this neighborhood, where I am here, in this neighborhood, get me.
Oh, what an extraordinary neighborhood you have down there.
It's an enormous neighborhood. In this neighborhood, you've got, in 1877, the first one was López de Heredia. That was the first winery there. In 1879, these are all in a 10-minute walk of each other. 1879, Cune. 1886, Gómez Cruzado. 1890, La Rioja Alta. 1901, Bodegas Bilbaínas. 1932, Muga. And 1987, Roda. So when I go there, it's just like...
I like the neighborhood.
It's amazing.
Sorry.
So this was, like I said, the first town. This town and Jerez, they always sort of fight with who was first, but there's a lovely expression from 1890. I don't know if you can hear that. It's really bloody annoying.
Well, it happens. We have neighborhoods.
Neighbors
now in the... it happens that... decorations?
The interior decorators of the buildings.
Interior decoration shop is going to open next to us.
Yay.
Which we are very happy because
we're happy with that.
The street was very...
I really wanted a cafe though.
Yeah, but anyway,
better than nothing.
it could be worse. It could be a sex shop.
Probably better. Far more people buy... Anyway, so there was a lovely expression which was Ya llegamos a Aro, que se ven las luces. Oh. We've arrived at Haro, you can see the lights. Because when you're travelling down from wherever, Haro and the station neighbourhood, just a little glittering... Imagine the world is black and dark and you can't see it, and then suddenly...
Your life is like that.
Yeah. Imagine the world is like my soul, and then you just see little bling, glimmering, shimmering, and you know... Ya llegamos a Haro. Okay. So
yeah,
it's
beautiful.
Cool. It's kind of cool. And this is why this wine, in honour of Haro, is called Lumen.
Lights.
So at least some of us do their homework. Right.
I'm impressed.
Now maybe, I know we've already talked quite a lot, but it might be worth, because we are, by the way, we are in Rioja. These vineyards are in Rioja Alta, which is the mythical area. Do you want to do like a little quick 3-minute recap?
Yeah, I mean, we have been talking about Rioja.
We've done it a lot. We love it.
Several times. Here is Rioja. Where is Rioja? Here is Rioja.
Rioja.
Hello,
Rioja.
Here it is. Rioja is the most productive wine region of Spain. 270 million liters of wine in 2019.
That's insane.
That is crazy. 63% of those liters remains in the country, but the other 37% is our representation abroad.
How much?
The 37% of 270 million liters, which is not bad.
But it's still quite a lot of liters.
It's around 100 million liters.
One or two liters.
Well, it's in the valley. It's located in a valley in the Ebro Valley.
The longest river within Spain.
And it's surrounded of mountains. It's surrounded by the Cantabria Sierra in the north that protect Rioja from the cold weather of the north of Europe and Brexit land. And also there are mountains in the south. What's the name of
The Sierra de la Demanda. I think.
Exactly, Sierra de la Demanda. Just in the south of Rioja, that's part of Rioja, from the hot weather of the peninsula. And yeah, that generates that perfect weather. Never too cold, never too hot, never too high, never too low, never too southern, never too northern.
Just Goldilocks. I think that was one of the reasons.
It's the dreamland of grapes.
I think that's one of the reasons why the French went there, because they saw a region similar in inverted commas to Bordeaux, this kind of perfect, just right place to make wines, and it is just right.
Yep.
Basically.
So that's the main grapes of the area. Of course, if you're talking about reds, it would be Tempranillo, Garnacha, Graciano, Mazuelo, and Maturana Tinta, the only allowed grapes. Mm-hmm. But the whites can be Viura, Malvasia, Garnacha Blanca, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Verdejo, Maturana Blanca, Tempranillo Blanco, and Torrontés. I have never had a Torrontés from Rioja.
I think I might have had one. I can't remember.
Yeah, probably you can't remember. That's the...
Can I help you? I have this fear that in any second...
By the way, there are 2 dogs sleeping on the sofa in the couch.
I have this feeling, like just here, where you have the Atlantic Ocean. Any minute now, someone's head's going to go...
Hello?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Just leave a dark hole there. Anyway.
So,
anything else to say? No, I think that was it. I mean, you're the sparkling wine fan.
As an sparkling ambassador...
I already burped once. I hope you didn't hear it. I'm really killing me now.
Yeah, it is terribly disgusting. As an sparkling ambassador, I would like to highlight this wine. I really love it. And I was very surprised there is life beyond cava. Talking about sparkling wines in Spain is talking about cava, which is great, but at the same time it's also a little bit boring. I want, more things. I have tried sparkling albariños from Galicia that I am really in love with them. We have had ancestral method or other wines from classic Penedès or other regions of Catalonia.
I really like the Albariño ones.
We have had sparkling wines from the south, from Seville.
From Jumilla, Alceña.
From Jumilla.
Rosé,
and
Monastrell.
I really appreciate any sparkling wine that is not cava. For the only reason it's like a rebel.
Yeah. Well, they always say variety is the spice of life. We even have a Vino Espumoso de Calidad from Madrid.
Yes, also Pedro Garcia. We have it in the shop.
Malva.
Anyway, excellent price anyway.
Yeah. So there's so much stuff going on.
So there is life beyond cava, and this is a great example. I don't know, and don't know the reason why Rioja sparkling wines are not that popular.
I don't think
Rioja is also a cava region,
yeah,
so you can choose to belong to cava.
I presume there are not many people making sparkling wines in Rioja compared to other regions, and like you said, maybe they choose to say cava instead of.
Well, the cava words helps a lot for selling. But also, on the other hand, I think it's a handicap.
Yeah, a lot of people go, oh, cava. And some people go, oh, cava. It's like, okay. But yeah, well, I'm proud it's Rioja.
Yeah, what do you think about this wine? You non-sparkling person.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. It's not too bubbly, which is good. Not too fizzy.
I think it's a very well done Blanc de Noir. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to work these red grapes in the white version. It's not easy. Sometimes they become very rough. It can be very rough. Like look, rough. But in this case, it's very
juicy.
No, it's very content.
Juicy's better. Right. Well, that is it. we have to we had to start May with some bubbles to celebrate.
Happy May.
Happy May. Happy start of May. And
From here, I can smell your summer.
you shouldn't leave.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well.
Sorry for that.
Fun in the gym, Jesus. So yes, welcome to the May box, and I hope you stay tuned for the next. I will destroy you. I'm trying to say something cool, and it's just like every time I leave a pause. Right, let's go and murder our neighbour.
Well, see you in a couple of days
Yeah.
on Wednesday.